So yesterday I posted an episode and I just kind of went in on those who would chastise a particular smartphone based on the 60 hertz refresh that it is limited to versus another brand who also made the same decision to keep uh, their baseline at a 60 hertz refresh. And no one's really uttering a word other than those that's questioning why is one given a pass over the other. Now, I do enjoy a good discussion. I don't believe that people have to think and agree with what I say and what I think. I do enjoy variety. And that's all that was really, really encompasses what I do here. And what I said yesterday, I meant what I said. I'm not backing down on it. I'm not going to take everyone's, super thoughtful and very intellectual um, response as a means to say, okay, I agree with y'all. Let's move on. Like, no. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and make episode after episode after episode about it. I've already asked a question, and other people are asking the question too. So the question is out there. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what excuse other people have come to the defense of the iPhone 14. It doesn't matter anymore because the question is now out. It's been questioned. That will never go away. It's one of those things where they say, be careful what you say because whatever you say can never be taken back. Once it's come out your mouth, it's come out your mouth. You can never take back what you said. And, to be quite honest with everybody, I'm not backing down on that stance. So it's out there. But I'm making this follow-up to that on a different level. And it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny to that extent because there are those who, I guess they have what's called the wild card or the ace in the hole, if you want to say. And what I mean by that is that when they feel like they have no more ground to really state what they think, they literally go to an option that I personally think is a bit juvenile. And so, yeah, I'm going to address it. Look, there's this thing called Team Pixel. And Team Pixel is not limited to those who have been selected as creators to obtain the latest Pixel products, and their only sole purpose of doing so is to make review content on it. I'm not a part of that group. Those who hashtag Team Pixel, first of all, they're not wrong for doing it. Anybody can do it. If you are a fan of Google Pixel phones and Pixel products, then by all means. I mean, yeah, they have their specific creators that they send devices to every year to do coverage on it. That is marketing and advertisement for them. But even those who are not part of that group, who say maybe take a lot of photos for Instagram and they do it with a Google Pixel phone and they hashtag Team Pixel in their little description of their photo they posted, that's advertisement for Google. But seeing that I've done that on Twitter and on Instagram doesn't mean that I'm a part of that group that gets free devices from Google. I have not been selected to be a part of Team Pixel, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. I'm not going to question that because I'm okay with that. I'm not worried about it. It's not a life goal of mine. But when someone says, oh, he's saying these things because he's getting free devices, I have to clarify that. Every Google Pixel phone that I have, from the original OG Pixel and Pixel XL, all the way up to the Pixel 6, and even the Pixel Book Go, and the Pixel Buds, and the Pixel Buds A, all of those have been paid out of pocket, my pocket. I have paid for those devices to have them. Google has not sent me not one single smartphone to review, ever. And I have to clarify that to people understand. First of all, you should never really have to go that route. If you want to have a discussion with somebody about something, you should never go that route to hit that point. Whether, like if Apple had a team, team iOS or team iPhone, or maybe they embrace the online jargon with iSheep, if they wanted to take that and spin a negative into a positive, whatever they decided to do, if they had something like that, on the ground basis of having a discussion, I wouldn't resort to that and say, oh, well, that person is just saying that, because they get free iPhones. I mean, we know that Apple doesn't have a program like that. They don't give free iPhones to anybody, really. I think maybe your main well-known members of the tech community probably get them for free. Who knows? But for the rest of everybody else on YouTube, on here, or whatever platform you're listening to this on, they have to go on and buy it for their iPhones. Apple doesn't have that kind of thing. Google does. Just because Google does, and it seems like that Google's just taking in anybody, right? It doesn't mean that somebody who comes up and says good things about the Google Pixel phone means that they got it from Google for free. I stand here before many listeners to affirm and assure you I am not part of Team Pixel in that way where Google identifies me and sends me products. That could change in the future if they happen to say, hey, let's invite this guy now. Or maybe not. Maybe they just don't like nothing about what I do or how I do it, and I don't fit in with them, and that's totally fine. But I am declaring, for those who don't understand, I am not a part of Team Pixel in that extent, that the essence. I'm just a fan of Google Pixel phones. And anytime that I want to share with a community like myself, who also enjoys Pixel products, hashtag Team Pixel is how we can identify each other's posts. It's how we find each other's posts. It's how we make new friends in communities and be able to talk and discuss things, the good and the bad. And people have to understand that those who are big fans of Google Pixel phones are not blind. I'm already currently active on the Pixel Super Fans page on Facebook and in other communities on different platforms. And there are people who are absolute big fans of the Google Pixel phones, but they're not afraid to call out Google and their shortcomings when it comes to the Pixel phones. A lot of them who are huge fans were very vocal about the disappointment with all the bug issues that came with the Pixel 6 launch and with Android 12. It wasn't a very good launch, and a lot of us admit that. So we're not blinded to just say, oh yeah, everything is perfect about the Google Pixel phones. No, we call them out. The Pixel 5a came out last year, and a lot of people were very vocal on the fact that it overheated pretty quickly when it came to recording in 4K 60 frames per second. So I think the idea, it's a little misplaced to say that we enjoy Google Pixel phones, so we're getting them for free. A lot of us are not. There are a select few that are. And no disrespect to them, because there are those who are part of that group, and I know a few of them, and I think they're deserving to be a part of that group. But I'm not here to question who's a part of that group and who's not a part of that group. I'm here to stand and say what I said yesterday. I stick by what I said. I stand firm on that, and that you can't sit there and say that I'm this nice to the Google Pixel phones because I'm getting them for free, because I'm absolutely not. I am paying out of pocket. I am finding deals on them. Like I hunt these things down. Whether I find them on OfferUp or someone's selling them for cheap, they're probably selling it for maybe like 40% off its normal pricing. I find those deals, and that's how I get the phones. So nice try. But don't use Team Pixel as the reason that I'm calling that last subject out. It's just from my observation, what I see going on in the tech space, and what I will open my mouth and say. So, yeah, there you have it.